All right, Kamala, let's start the episode.
Do we have our Marie Muir code?
I don't know. You're supposed to have it.
No, exactly. I'll look for it while I do the intro. Welcome back, Double Teamed fam. How are we doing? Today it's just Nikki and I, but we decided to record in studio because we have a lot of shit to record. So, welcome. You may also notice our tops. I don't know.
For the people on YouTube.
Yeah.
I know, for the audio people, sorry you don't get the show. But
you can always go look at it.
You can always go find it on YouTube. But for anyone on YouTube, we have a new sponsor. And this is actually like a brand that when Cammie nailed this sponsor, I was so proud of her. I was so happy because
they reached out to us.
Yes, they reached out to us. So I felt so special. The brand is called Marie Muir. And I don't know if you guys have ever, we've talked about them before on the show, which is why when they reached out to us, I'm like, universe is aligning.
I know. I was like, this is perfect because you have one of their cuff sets
and harnesses. So I have a harness of theirs.
The white one, right?
No, it's black. I have a harness of theirs, and then it has cuffs that attach to it. It's one of my favorite harnesses. Every single time I've taken it to a dude's house, they're always like, this is so sexy, looks so good on your ass. It's great to grab onto for a doggy. So I love their stuff. And let me just say, guys, great quality. I've put that harness through some shit, and it has survived, to say the least. So they reached out to us and they're like, let us, and they, we put together a little brand sponsorship with them. They sent us these bras. I've already worn it 3 times.
I'm so mad because I was trying to figure out, I have these really hot leather pants that I wore to Odessa, and, your nipple.
My nipple's out. Sorry if there's an occasional nip slip. Hopefully
anyways, I have these really cute leather pants and I couldn't find a top that I wanted to wear with them. Finally, I wore this see-through lace bra to Odessa. And then when I got home, I was like, wait, I could have worn my Marie Muir.
I know, you should have.
I know. I was so sad that I forgot. Well, because I had the box. I had the box with the bra under in my closet under something, and I forgot about it. So anyways, guys, if you are looking to maybe spice up your wardrobe, which you definitely should, get you some Marie Muir pieces. You can go to their site, mariemuir.com. Where's the website? Anyways, and mariemuir.com.
Okay. And that's spelled MARIEMUR.
Yes, go to mariemuir.com, use code DTFAM for 15% off.
Which is a great deal. They have all kinds of stuff. They also sent us these cute little chokers, which I didn't put it on. But they have chokers, they have cuffs, they have harnesses,
they have bodysuits.
They have
a bodysuit that I've been eyeing for a while now. I've been meaning to get it.
They just have a lot of really great kink wear. So if you're looking to kind of, get some new pieces for a play party or, for the next dungeon party
or maybe you just want to surprise your boo.
Yeah. Get a Marie Muir.
Yeah.
I have had it before where a guy has been they want to send me something, give me something a gift or whatever. And Marie Muir is always one of the brands that I send them a lot of times. I will say the price point is, I think, fair for the quality.
Yeah.
It is a little bit more of an investment than anything you'd get off a kind of cheapy site. But again, it's quality. That leather harness that I have from them, I've had it for probably 4 years now. I've used it many times, and it has withstood a lot of very strong men. Let's just put it that way.
See, I need a harness like that. I don't have one.
You should. I almost actually have a really good picture in it. And I did reach out to an artist because I wanted to commission a piece of that picture that I have wearing the harness, which I still should do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, you should.
Anyways. In other news, today's episode is just a little bit of a, housekeeping catch-up kind of thing.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Well, no, I wanted to tell them that we're starting a new little segment.
Oh, yeah.
For the show. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's actually something that we've like had the idea of starting for a really long time. You know, like on this pod, we talk a lot about like the sex parties we go to, our relationships, our sex lives, love, all of that fun stuff. You know, occasionally we'll throw in like some of the woo-woo shit we do or like astrology. And like what I notice, at least from like DMs and stuff, is like, you know, or story posts, is like a lot of you are interested in like, you know, kind of more of like the content that, or like things that we're interested like outside of just sex and sex parties and non-monogamy. You know, a lot of you are like us, where maybe you're a little woo-woo, or maybe you're into astrology, or like maybe you're into reading, you know, and things like that. And so we wanted to start a little segment called Vanilla Sundays, which I thought was really cute. What?
I let Nikki come up with this all on her own.
Yeah, Cammie's just like, I'll do it, sure. But this has been my like little baby that I birthed. And I've been, like I said, I've had this idea for a while, and now I'm like, okay, I'm ready to move forward with it. And it was a Mercury Sun Cazimi, so you should have been paying attention to whatever ideas you had over the last week. Anyways, so basically, we're just going to do it twice a month. And they're going to be individual episodes. Like, you guys always get us together. And I feel like, especially after we did the episodes with Steph where we were separate, like a lot of people commented on how like great it was to see us like away from each other. As much as I love,
I was just telling that guy I was with last night, I was like, we're trying to do more things separately.
And I think there's a lot of power in what we do together in our dynamic, but I also think that like sometimes like you don't really see who we are as individuals, because like who we are together just like overshadows everything. It would just merge. Yeah. So free foot for YouTube. Sorry about that. Let me put my foot down.
Also, I put my foot down.
Even though we just got pedicures, I don't know. You can't see it. Okay. Anyways, so we're gonna do them separate. So it'll be twice a month. So, or well, every other week. And you know, one week it'll be me, the next week it'll be Cammie, and then it'll alternate. And we basically just get to like pick whatever random subject we want to talk about. They're not going to be as long of episodes.
No, just short little mini
30, 35-minute little things. And one of us, whoever's hosting the episode, will talk about something that they pick. And it can be, I already know what my first like 3 topics are.
I know, I've got some unhinged shit coming for you.
I know, but the point of it is that like it's,
today we're going to meditate. Sit down.
Okay, wait, I love that. Please do that. I can't wait to listen to your episodes.
I was going to say, I'm going to do like a whole guided meditation.
I really love
so
that.
bad.
Anyways, and they're going to be released on Sundays, every other
Not every Sunday.
I said every other Sunday.
Yeah, I was going to say you get one Sunday with each twin.
Yeah, every other Sunday will be every other twin. Does that make sense?
Sure, I'm not nipping right now. Make sure
I
I
know.
cut this from YouTube. Okay, I think I'm okay right now.
I want to make sure, like,
I'm under
like the bra
boobie.
is cute. I want to make sure people can see the bra, but see like half my nipple.
This
I'm sorry,
is a
guys,
bra to wear.
but you
not
have.
for recording.
It's just the thing about our nipples is like
I definitely had a nip slip earlier, so please cover that up.
I will, and I'm gonna cover mine up too. But the thing about our boobs is they don't face north. Okay, it is northeast, northwest at best. You know, they're not straight. They're just like a little like 45 degree
sisters or cousins.
45-degree angles.
Well, it's because like this bone right here.
It's because we have really like prominent. Is it clavicle?
Yeah, that is your clavicle.
Clavicle,
but
yeah.
it's like because the clavicle and the rib cage, instead of being like this, it's like this.
Well, because okay, and here's a quick anatomy lesson. If you look at women's chest, do men have this?
Keep going with what you're saying.
Sometimes the clavicle does like go like this. It goes up, kind of peaks like a mountain. Sometimes it's flat, and then sometimes it's like sunken. So like you see where like people's boobs like almost really come together. A lot of times it's because their clavicle like sinks in rather than like peaks up.
Yeah, everybody develops differently.
Oh, hold on,
so
let me adjust
you
a
never
little
know.
bit. Yeah, everyone develops differently. Anyways, back to Vanilla Sundays. So yeah, they're gonna be vanilla episodes. They're not necessarily gonna have to do anything with like sex or non-monogamy or sex parties. Or kink. It will be Vanilla Sundays with one of us, whoever you get. Anyways,
I like it. I'm ready. I'm excited to record.
I'm ready too. Yeah, I'm excited too because, you know, and it reminds me of when we were talking about how like everyone always asks us about sex parties. And guys, I have no problem being this little mini queen of sex parties, you know, thing that we've like established. Cause like every pod that we go on, they're always like, we want to talk about the sex parties. And we're like, great, we can do that.
But we're more dynamic.
We're more dynamic. There's more to us than that. Okay. A lot of astrology mainly, but so yeah, that's what the
That's
little
all there
segment
is to us. Sex parties and astrology.
No, there's
apparently.
more than that.
Okay.
I'm going to do a whole episode, guys, on belaying. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God. So a little update for me is I can finally make bowls in pottery class.
Save that for vanilla Sundays. But yay, Cammie.
If you want a bowl, let me know. I will charge though, because
Those will be available on our own. Start selling bowls on our own.
yeah. Old pottery.
And so that's one little new bit of content that we will be releasing, and I'm excited about it. Guys, we've been doing the pod for 3 years. Like
Yeah, it's almost the 3rd birthday.
the pod turns 3 June 24th. I don't know when this episode releases. What day is it? 18th, 19th, 20th. Okay, so like 4 days after this releases, the pod turns 3. And I love the pod. I love what we're doing with it. The sex parties and the sex stories aren't going anywhere. Please.
Yeah, they're here to stay.
They're here to stay. However,
I can't wait till October.
we just want to talk a little bit more about other things too. So tune into Vanilla Sundays. I'll let y'all know on Instagram whenever the first one drops, and I'm sure we'll announce it on this show as well. Guys, we do have a new toy sponsor, the Sense Milo wand.
It's so cute.
It's so cute. And honestly, I did try it out the other day. I really love the shape of it.
It's nice to like hold.
Yes.
Because I feel like there are a lot of wands out there that are like really big to hold, and I don't like that. So
Or
like,
long. And I
yeah,
don't
or
like
long,
when they're
yes.
super long, because then
When
they
they're
feel
super
like you're
long,
like
you're just
out
like-
here. Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's so nice. This one is very compact. I think it's very nice for travel.
Yes. Really good for travel.
Very nice
A good
for
size for travel.
And like the handle really is just like perfect. I'm actually going to go home and use it after this because I'm very horny. But
I haven't tried it out during partnered play, but I do think it would also be a great one for partnered play just because it can like fit in between. It's a good size, like it's not too big. One thing that I struggle with wands like during partner play is that like
they're
you know,
huge.
It's hard to put it on your clit when your man's going in. So unless you're in doggy. So yeah, highly recommend the Sense Milo. And of course we have a promo code for you.
Yes, go to Sense, that's SENS Milo MYLO.com and use code DTF. That's DTF. What is that? Delta Tango Foxtrot.
Yeah, they know.
For 15% off the Milo. Again, go to sensemilo.com and use code DTF for 15% off. Yeah.
Another new bit of content. So I'm gonna be, if I don't have it released this week, it will be released next week, but stay tuned because I am doing a little mini, I haven't decided what to name it yet. Not how to eat pussy like a pro, because that's what Tia did. Hers was just a little pod episode. Mine is going to be like a video. It's going to have a whole little thing anyways, but basically I'm doing a little workshop on how to show y'all my best tips and tricks about eating pussy. It's broken down into 3 parts. We're going to go over anatomy. We're going to go over how to set the scene and the mood and like, you know, some things to do before you dive in. And lastly, what to do when you're in between the legs.
When you're getting in.
When you're getting in. I also like Cunnilingus crash course, but it's a little long. Cunnilingus crash course.
I don't like that at all.
You don't like it? Okay, but help me come up with a title.
No, this is your thing. I have full faith that you'll come up with something.
All right, I'll
good.
come up with a title. But basically, it's going to be my best tips and tricks about how to eat pussy. I'll release that on OF. You don't have to subscribe. You just go and get the video, and it'll be there. And then... But I wanted to tell you guys the story of how this came to be. So.
Oh, we are telling this story.
I'm not naming names.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of my previous lovers who I cherish very deeply, I've talked about him before, you know, met him like 2-3 years ago. Now, shit. Yeah, right around the time that we started the pod. Anyways, we've remained great friends and just have a lot of love and care for each other. And he started seeing someone a little bit more regularly, which I'm very happy for him. And I'm just happy to see him happy. And it's so crazy because I remember before he started seeing her, I had like a dream about that I had like walked by a restaurant and he was at like a table with a girl eating and he looked so happy. And I was like, oh, how cute. And then I find out a few weeks later that he started seeing someone. Anyways, so he came to me and he was like, hey, he asked if I could show him kind of my best tips and tricks. And so I'm not kidding when I say, guys, he literally came over to my house and I pulled out like this fleshlight. What do you call them? Yeah, fleshlight.
But it was like, yeah, it was like a pussy fleshlight, right?
Yeah, it was a pussy fleshlight, yeah. And I walked him through kind of like what to look for, like the anatomy of it, how to find the clit, everything, things that I do, blah, blah, blah. And it was just like a great little course. And then afterwards he was like, you should like make this a thing. And I was like, love that idea. So that's how that came to be. And I know I've had people before like ask me, for tips and whatnot, and not to toot my own horn, but I do get a lot of compliments on the way I go down on a woman because I know how to service correctly. So now if you
want to go into detail, okay.
Now if you want to learn how to service a woman properly, I will show you. It is going to be on OF. And that is another announcement we will make probably on our Instagram stories, whatever, when I have it uploaded. So, yeah. If you've ever had to like sit with your ex and like literally lick a fleshlight.
I don't even want to picture this. I'm sorry. I was just like, when you told me you were doing this, I was like,
I told him, I was like, you're lucky I love you.
You should have brought a girl and then showed him on the girl instead of a fucking fleshlight.
He's seeing a girl. How would you feel if your dude was like, hey.
So, no. I said a girl, not the girl. I said a girl. Bring one of your homies. You have plenty of chicks that you know that would have just sat in the bed, lied back, and...
Okay, let me just explain the scenario to you real quick. Okay, Kimmy, you just started seeing a guy. You really like him, okay? And you find out in the most touching way that he asked his ex to show him how to eat your pussy. And to do this, she brought over a girl, laid this girl's pussy out on a bed, and then ate her out in front of your man. Like, how would you feel?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't.
You would be pissed.
Oh, would I? I mean,
the sentiment is there.
Yeah, but like if there's a lot of security.
Yes, and that's very true. But when you're first starting to date someone, how much security is there? You're building trust.
I mean, they've been seeing each other for weeks now.
Like weeks, okay,
like 2 months.
Not even.
No, because he was
maybe okay. Dimension details. All I know is, if I were in her shoes, I would then probably be interviewing the two girls and be like, "Tell me what happened." And the second one of your stories doesn't match up, I'm gonna be pissed. So yeah. So I showed him on a fleshlight, and So all I'm saying is I better get hella karmic brownie points from the universe for teaching someone that I once had feelings for out of the kindness of my heart how to eat his next girlfriend's pussy.
I think that was a very noble thing to do.
Thank you.
I don't know that I would have ever been able to do it now.
I know. And you know what? Because afterwards I was just like thinking about it, and like I'm happy that like we're at that point in our friendship. We are good friends now. And I'm good friends with like a lot of my exes, honestly. Because at the end of the day, like most of the people that I date, actually all the people that I date, that's a horrible way to start.
People.
Well, I was going to say I respect them. Like, so it's like I respect them. When things end, I get it. People don't always act the best at the end of a relationship, but then, but once time passes and things heal, like I think there can always be friendship if you want it to be there. And I'm single, so like
there can always be repair.
Yeah, there can always be repair. So, and you don't have to be all buddy, but like, I was really touched that I was the person he thought of when he was like, who's going to teach me how to eat pussy well? And he thought of me. And he even said it. He was like, this is very vulnerable for me to ask. And I'm like, I'm just glad that you came to me. Because let me show you. And now, if you want to see it for yourself, I will
Got it. Okay, yeah,
let you know where to go.
We've spoken enough about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, I'm excited about it. I don't know. We've had a lot of friends that do like the educational courses, and so now I'm ready to share my wisdom.
Excited for you.
Yeah.
DT fam, you already know what we're going to say about Joy Mode. If you're men, if you're looking for that enhancement, that booster, this is a supplement. So not only can you use it like before sex to support like healthy blood flow, erection firmness, and quality and stamina, but also it's just for your erectile health altogether. I love this little packaging that it comes with. Where's my, there, face the camera. I think it's super cute. And yeah, I think men, take care of yourselves. This is a supplement for your
Stamina in bed.
for your member.
Your manhood.
Yeah, your manhood, your
Rod.
wand, if you will. Anyways, guys, if you want to check out Joy Mode, go to joymode.com. Use code DOUBLETEAM for 20% off. Again, that's double team, TEAM. Go to joymode.com, use code DOUBLETEAM, get 20% off, and get you some supplements for your rod.
Well, actually, here was one thing I did want to talk about, because that same guy, he was texting me this morning, and, you know, he really likes this girl. It seems that things are going really well. And like I said, I'm excited for him, but like now he's getting all up in his head about it. And I told him, I'm like, take her off the fucking pedestal that you're putting her on. Like, I really think he's putting her on a pedestal and getting in his head about it. Like, oh, am I good enough? Am I, you know, like, what if she leaves me? You know, blah, 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 and all of that. And I was just like, and I was telling him, you know, I'm sure she has, you know, kind of her insecurities too, or whatever. Like, no one's perfect, but like, you can't sit there and be like, oh, they're perfect and I'm the one that's flawed. When like, you're both coming into this with like your own flaws, and like, you're both going to like have, you know, those moments where you're like, the insecurities rise up because you care about that person and you want them to like you and you want to be accepted and you don't want to get hurt, blah, 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 blah. But you got to knock them off that pedestal. And I was telling him, I was like, I'm guilty of it too. You know, there was like a guy I hooked up with that I really liked, or I really like, and I was immediately putting him on a pedestal. And the second that I was telling him not to put her on a pedestal, I was like, oh wait, I need to take this advice and I need to knock this person off the pedestal and just like chill out.
I'm trying to practice right now as I go like back into dating. I'm just like, everyone's a friend until proven otherwise.
Here's a new thing I'm doing. I took this wait, hold on. Let me fix my nipple before I continue this. Okay. How do I look? Perfect. I've started doing this new thing where, and this came as an inspiration from a friend. She doesn't save a guy's phone number until they actually become like someone in her life. And so more recently I was like, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to
start remembering numbers, and then
that can be kind of an issue. But I kind of started doing the same thing. And now I don't save the number right away. I just let it be. And then as it grows, you know how people do like hangmen for a phone number or for like a name, where it's like every time they do something wrong, you knock a name off there, or you lock a letter.
Does anyone actually do that though?
I don't know if anyone actually does, but yeah, every time the person does something wrong, they knock a letter off their name until it's gone, and then they put them in. They put that little headstone emoji, yeah, and put them in the graveyard. And I was like, that is so cute. But what about like instead, it's like every time they do something right, like a green flag or like, you know, show effort or whatever, you add a letter of their name onto the contact.
Then, you know, then you've got, you know, like BR, and you're like, who the fuck is that? I don't know. No.
Well, they're Burr until they earn the, you know, Andon. I don't know.
Brandon from Hinge.
But yeah, so.
Is that what you're going to do now?
I don't know, but I like the not saving phone numbers things because then it doesn't feel as serious. And then I see a number and I'm like, who the fuck is texting me? And then I look and I'm like, oh yeah. Because
well, usually when it's like a random phone number, it's like, oh, your appointment at Youthful Med Spa is coming up. Or
I know, and that's why I like
booking.
But then you realize it's the person texting you and not like, you know, some robo number, and then you're like, oh, how fun. And then like you can tell by the conversation.
You're not getting like a serotonin hit from
the name.
Their name.
Exactly.
Which, this is like a great thing to practice. And I'll go more into it in one of my Vanilla Sunday episodes. But if you really like someone and you're really trying to like slow it down in your brain, you're like one of those people like me who just like rushes into things too fast. Either A, make, especially if you have an iPhone, you can do this. Mute their notifications.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you don't get a notification. That way when their name pops up on your phone, you don't get that serotonin hit.
You know what's something that I do that I love, and I'm just so sad that I didn't do it sooner.
What?
I have a setting on my phone, because you know how you can like set, like you have like the sleeping setting, or like where it'll like turn your phone on night mode at like 9 p.m. or whatever.
Yeah, or like your focus ones.
Your focus ones, yeah. Well, I have one. You can customize those, guys. A. And B, I have one that's customized, and it's basically the only notifications that will come through when I'm on this setting is a call or text from Cammie. That's it. So the only notification, so unless you are Cammie calling
or
text,
it's like a do not disturb unless it's important.
Exactly. And so
then I'm the only one that's ever going to have anything important to say to you.
Exactly. So there have been times where I put it on that setting, and then I go check my phone and I have like 3 missed calls. Like my mom's like, what the fuck? I just, blah, blah, blah. And like all these emails and, Instagram notifications. And it's great. I didn't see any of that. I was undisturbed, at peace.
I didn't have Instagram notifications on.
I don't have it either, but yeah.
That's why I'm not on the IG double teamed anymore. I just leave that to Niki.
Yeah, it's all me. Anyways, but yeah, you can customize the focus ones, and it's really great. And like I said, I just have it to where like if Cammie needs to reach me, she can. Anyone else, I'm sorry, I'm not available.
I made one of those and I titled it "Get Off Your Phone, You're Sad," but basically it's like where I get no notifications on from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. or to 1 a.m.
Interesting. Ooh, that would be a good one. Is like no booty calls, and then from like 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. no notifications come through.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because Niebuhr and I, that was like our prime time. That's what I'm saying. 1 a.m. we'd both wake up, like you up, come over.
Exactly.
And then we'd.
So go ahead and treat yourself to a no booty call focus setting on your phone.
I snuck him in a lot. Did you ever realize that?
Snuck him in, Camilla. I am not an idiot. I can hear that fucking door opening, and I can just sense when the energy in our home has changed. So don't you dare, like, just embarrass me by saying I snuck him in. I fucking knew.
You never said anything.
What was I supposed to say? Get him out? Like, it's not like you could fucking listen to me, and you live there too. So...
No. Anyways,
just,
guys,
say we're
again. Hold on. Don't forget Marie Muir. Get 15% off using code DTFAM when you go to mariemuir.com.
I'm actually
really loving this bra, and I'm gonna take it to Arizona.
Thank you. That was a great segue.
I'm really good at those. I am talented.
Okay, well,
you know what I realized the other day?
Back to Arizona.
Hold on. Before we go to Arizona. I hopped on Hinge very momentarily. I regret it fully. But anyways, I was talking to this one guy, and like when a guy starts talking to me, obviously at one point like sex is going to come up, because I realized like we are sex educators to a certain extent. And
when I was explaining the anatomy, my friend was like, I didn't know half this shit. He's like, where'd you learn this? And I'm like, I don't know, trial and error. Like over the years, we've just collected a lot of knowledge.
No, I know, but that's and I sat there for a second because I was talking to this guy, and he was like, oh, like how refreshing that we can talk about this. And I'm like, because we were talking about how like if a guy goes into a cold plunge, his dick is gonna get smaller. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Like I know how the male anatomy works. Like, and he was like, oh my God, it's so refreshing to talk about this. And I was like, well, like the whole goal of my podcast is to normalize these conversations and make them, fun and normal for everyone involved. And then I was like, wow, like, yeah, I'm a sex educator. Like, I am talented. I'm also the most degreed person.
That's what Kimmy said the other day.
The other day to our little brother.
Homie has a master's degree, and she goes, I'm the most degreed person in the house. I was like,
gang, yeah.
The degreed, most educated. Yeah, she doesn't know how to say fucking degreed. Anyways, or I don't even. It sounds like degraded, but
I kind of like that.
Anyways, back to Arizona. We are going on a really fun trip with some of our swingers friends to Arizona this weekend, and I will be packing my Marie Muir bra, also my Marie Muir harness, and my Marie Muir cuffs.
Yes, bring all of them.
Because I think for when we do the country bars, I'm going to wear my...
Wait, your Marie Muir cuffs, they can cuff your wrist to the back, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's actually what... I might go use our own code for this. That's actually what I'm looking for. Because last night I was hooking up with this guy. And mind you, like, this is our first time hooking up. We had been talking for a while. I met him at an event. And... he was born in 2000. So, like, I was expecting, like, yeah, he's 24. I have a thing for young guys now, apparently. Anyways, I was expecting just, like, very vanilla sex. And homie surprised me. And it all started with, we're fucking, I'm on top. And he was like, do you want me to breed you? And I was like, yeah.
I hope you said no.
I was like, absolutely. Anyways, no, but then, but like the dirty talk, 100 out of 10.
I'm not even that good at dirty talk. I'm 30.
He, like, oh, I know, I was just so surprised. I'm like, who the fuck cooked here? I need to thank them thoroughly. But, like, at one point, like, he was, like, holding both of my arms behind me. And I kind of wish I had, like, a set. Yeah, like a harness to like buckle me in so that he could like hang or hold my hands properly. Because he was all about restraining and choking me. And I was like, I'm in.
That's what I used my harness majority of the time was for them to clip my wrist to the back of my back area. And then, yeah, couldn't move. So then it's like you're really restrained. It's nice.
I need to try that.
They've got all kinds of stuff. But we do need to move on to other things that we're doing, so we got to wrap this up.
Okay.
So, guys, if you do want to check out Marie Muir,
yes, go to mariemuir.com. Use code DTFAM for 15% off. Use the link in the episode descriptions.
And honestly, this little red number is so cute. I want to make sure I'm not showing anything before I show the rest. Okay, now see.
It's because we're sitting. I think this bra is best when standing, but I chose this for sex parties, not to record, but
there we go. Anyways, but it is a super cute, super sexy, like it's actually very comfy to wear, I think. And
and the back is like strappy. It's really cute.
And I wore it to a plate party all night, got so many compliments on it. Super cute. I've worn the choker a few times now. So yeah, highly recommend. Anyways, don't forget, tune into Vanilla Sundays when that comes out. If you're looking how to improve your pussy eating skills, my course will be out soon. Literally this week or next. I will announce it again. Anyways, but yeah, check it out. We'll see you guys next time. Wear condoms.
Don't forget, Double Team Podcast. All relevant links are there.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okay.